beautiful mermaid diamond painting. I was thinking about changing it and start it on May, but I didn't because of reasons. You're gonna know someday. But I'm gonna be keeping this one up. This one is from Captured by Radiance. It has 78 colors, and so I decided to put up in these containers instead of my Elizabeth Ward type containers. I could have, but I don't know. I think that for now I will put up in this one. I just realized that I have like always one kit up here and one kit up into my Elizabeth Ward containers, even though right now I have more space because I got another tray and I could definitely fit 78 colors in that. I don't know, I just feel like hitting up on this one. So the first thing that I'll be doing is I'm gonna cut the numbers because the numbers are not gonna fit in here, and that's okay because they also have the DMC number, and in the backs, like here I have one of the baggies, it has like the number, but it also has the DMC right next to it. So I'm not gonna have any issues of finding the correct color. And yeah. Also, other reason why I prefer it is because I noticed that when there's a sticker sheet that has like this yellow part at the back, not sometimes, I've noticed that all of the times I have to put some washing on the containers to keep it from getting like really stuck. Because if I don't, they're just like never gonna get released from there. So I'll cut this and I'll paste all of the numbers on the containers, and I'll speed that part up just for you not to be waiting such a long time, and I'll be back. We're all set up. Now I'm gonna start with the first set of containers. Now I have something to admit. I already have some colors out because yesterday it was about, what time was it? Around 7 or something, and I didn't want to do more progress on my whip at the moment because I wanted to make it last, you know, because it's a smaller one. And so I started this diamond painting, but you know, this is a kind of a large diamond painting, and it also has a lot of colors, and I knew it was going to take me such a long time to kit up, and I was feeling kind of like, nah, I just want to diamond paint. And so what I did was I just did a small section of the in one of the corners, and I just pulled out colors as I went, and that was what I did. That was what I did. That was what I do? No, what? I don't know. I did that, and so now I need to kit up. So some colors I'm gonna be pulling out from the colors that I already used, but most of the colors I'm gonna be pulling from these bags. They are in order, I believe. Yeah, they're in order. So first I'm gonna go with the first bag. Okay, so I'm gonna try to take them out in order. That way it's less messy. Oh, look at all those blues. This has so many blues, like so many blues. Great. So there we have that. And the last thing that I need is my set of these ones. How are they called? I forgot the name of that, but okay, I need to organize them better here because I'm not gonna be able to see them. Like the baggies, these baggies, I put them all in a row in the back, but I'm not gonna be able to see them, so I'm just gonna put them here on this side. So hello, how are you guys? It's already April. I'm really excited because I've been doing fantastic progress I am loving doing diamond painting more than ever before, I think. I don't know if that is even possible, but at least it is for me. And I'm so excited. What I don't like about the weather, you know what, I also need my dryer sheets, because I might need them to get some of the drills out of these baggies. I'll be right back. Okay, so here they are. I don't know how long this is gonna take me. Lately, you know, kitting up has taken me a lot of time, because I don't really know. But, you know, this one has a lot of colors. I don't know how much static it's gonna be in the baggies. Hopefully not that much. That's, you know, that's my hopes and dreams, but you can never really know if you're gonna encounter too much static or not. So I'm just crossing my fingers for these to be as smoothly as humanly possible. I know that probably by the color number 20 or even color number 10, my back is gonna be killing me, but it is what it is. So for example, when I see that there's clear static in the baggies, like in this one, you know how some of the drills are getting stuck in the bag already? This is gonna be a nightmare to get out. So I just put like maybe 2 pieces of dryer sheet inside. I shake it up. And then that's it. It usually works well. See? And I just reuse and recycle my my dryer sheets. If I see that there's still some static in there, I'm gonna put maybe 1 or 2 dryer sheets inside of the container, but most times there's no need. Most times. Now, something that I'm kind of like dreading by doing this painting is that I noticed that there were 2 colors, at least 2 of the colors that I used yesterday when I was starting to work on this kit, that had a lot of you know the type of static that the drills, like the flat bottom part of each drill gets stuck one to the other, and they get really like, it's as if they were glued or something. And that's really annoying. I've tried a few methods. The only thing that I believe I have left to do is that type of a grinder thing that, you know, you put 2 and you twist them. I'm afraid to use those because I don't want the drills to be like damaged, like scratch or something. But I don't know. That's, as I said, that's the last thing that I have left to try, I believe. If you have any other solution to that, please do let me know. Something that I have been doing with another diamond painting that I had that problem is that I pour them into a brand new dryer sheet, and after I put it there in the brand new dryer sheet, I shook it a lot, like for a whole minute, just to try to eliminate as much static as I humanly possibly could. And then I also put them in one of these trays that are from Tarbricks. You know, they are anti-static, but I've noticed that with that type of static, it doesn't work at 100%. But after doing that, I put them here, and then I shook this like very roughly, and it worked. I would say that it separated about, I don't know, 85-90% of the total amount of drills that had that problem. But still, there were some stuck together. That's a nightmare. That's probably my least favorite part of diamond painting overall. I'm just trying to see if I'm doing something wrong. Oh no, it was at the bottom. I thought I had missed one diamond painting. Okay, I mean one baggie. I thought I lost 1 baggie of drills. And these baggies, I reuse them. Like these are really nice and sturdy. So even though I don't work from them most times, I typically work on them whenever it's like a very small kit, or, you know, typically a small kit where I don't really see the use in getting up, because Like this is the most drills that one of those is gonna have typically, sometimes more, sometimes less, but it's you know, it's typically not that many drills. But I reuse them. I keep them because when I keyed down, I just reuse these baggies. They are sturdier than the ones that come from, let's say, Diamond Art Club, like the ones that have the red thingy here. They're sturdier, so I like them better. I'm gonna be using those, probably exchanging some of the baggies that I already have for some stuff that is like my leftover drills, but I have not done that. And I think it's gonna be more like a gradual process and do it little by little, because there are too many drills that I would need to change and modify, and yeah, that's a nightmare. That's a nightmare. I'm already starting to get really hot in here. So the weather, it's been horrendous. I don't know where you live, but I am from Mexico. I think that most of you, like if you watch me regularly, you might know already, but I'm from Mexico, and here, you know, we have like extreme weathers. We do have spring and we do have autumn, but it stays more like when it's cold, it's really cold, and when it's hot, it's really hot. So right now, I kid you not, starting April, the weather just became absolutely unbearable. It's horrendous. It's horrible. Like 2 days ago, we were on 101 Fahrenheit. I don't know. I honestly have no idea of what to expect for summer, because we're not in summer, you know? We're not on summer. We're still in spring. We just started spring, and we already have this horrible weathers. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to deal with that. Hot, like the heat really affects me. I'm gonna be, you know, I'm not gonna leave my apartment. Thankfully, I work from home. Thankfully, I don't really need to go out for much. And if I need to go out, I can most times choose when I go out. And thankfully as well, I have a car and I can blast the AC as high as I want. But, you know, it's the heat has been horrible. But other than that, like, not much has happened, really. Yesterday, I said, as I mentioned, I already started this diamond painting, and I did a section. I didn't even measure it. Like, typically, lately, I've been, I would say for the past few months, I've been measuring it out and dividing it, like, in exact measurements. Like, let's say it has 60 centimeters wide, and I know that 12 centimeters is a size that I'm perfectly fine to work with. So I would do 12, and then lengthwise, let's say it's 85. So I divide it in however many rows I think it's necessary. I'm sorry. However many rows I think it's necessary. So sometimes it is like 85 divided by 5 or by 6, and then I see, depending on how many centimeters, like, the width of each section is gonna be, then I decide on how many rows I'm gonna do. And yeah, I didn't really, yesterday I didn't, what's the word? I didn't measure at all. Oh, do you want to see? Maybe I can show you the section that I just finished. I struggled because of the drills that I just told you about, but really the canvas and the clarity of the symbols and everything has been great. So let me go ahead and show it to you right now. So I hope that you can see. Let me try to rearrange. Look at this. It is really, really nice. The drills just line up perfectly. There's no gapping. Look at that shine. So I'm really impressed with this first section that I just did. So yeah, and just here there were like 6 tones of blue, which was a bit of a nightmare, but it was fine. Oh, I'm really liking it, and it seems that I placed really straight, right? That's cool. Okay, let's move on. Let's continue with the kitting up process. Which one is next? This one. I was really impressed by it, but I was also kind of expecting it. This is the 3rd diamond painting that I'm gonna be doing from Captured by Radiance, and I have to say, like, it is a very stark difference from the previous ones, because when I got these diamond paintings, I got them sent by them. I reached out to them to see if they were interested in collabing with me, and you know, I was the owner asked me to kind of choose like a few diamond paintings that I would like to that I would like. But you know, I thought it was on the realm of, okay, just send me 3 diamond paintings and I'll send you one, just depending on our stock and depending on whatever. But no, she actually sent me all of them, and she sent me a little like a small letter explaining why she sent them to me. And coincidentally enough, and I swear this was coincidence, it was not planned at all whatsoever, I ended up choosing 3 diamond paintings from 3 different like eras of the shop, like when they started and they did only computer rendering and acrylic drills, and then when they changed to resin drills, and those first 2, and also those first 2 were in rounds. And then this last one that I chose, this is hand rendered. The drills are resin. Also the cover sheet, like the plastic wrap, the plastic thing that's on top, it also is very sturdy compared to the last 2 that I did. So I can see significant changes in the quality overall. And also this is in squares and those other ones were in rounds, so that's another point of comparison for me. And yeah, as I said, so far I am like really impressed. Of course, I've just done like the first section of, I don't know, like 50 or 60, I don't know how many sections I'm gonna end up doing with that diamond painting. But my plan is to do like maybe 2 or 3 a day, maybe. It would, of course, it would all depend on my time availability, but I feel great about it. I'm really liking it. As you saw, like so far, like that first section came out beautifully, honestly. But of course, I need to keep working on that. Oh, look at that color. That color is really pretty. This one has really pretty colors. I love it. Like, I love the schemes of a lot of blues, but it also has like pink pastels and blues and like tealish, greenish blues. I don't really know how to explain it. But we're in number 18 out of 78. So we still have 60 colors left to do. But so far, I know it. I love when this happens. I'm not gonna say what's happening, but it's not being that painful. I've only encountered static so far in about 2 or 3 colors, and it's usually the bags that have the least amount of drills. So that might be kind of like a pattern with this one, I think. I don't know. And you guys, static is not really like the company's fault or any of that. It really is climate dependent. So it will be in its majority depending on your personal weather and like where it has been, where it is now. And that is something that like no one can control, you know? But still, it's sometimes frustrating when you encounter a lot of static, and it can play into your enjoyment, like your overall enjoyment of the craft. And again, as I said, that is understandable, but at the end of the day, it's not the company's fault. It's just the way things are and how you sort of decide to, I guess, deal with with it. Ooh, ooh. I thought for a second like all of them were gonna be poured outside, because I thought that I had put the dryer sheet like a little bit crooked. I don't know. Okay. Oh, there's some baggies that don't have many drills incoming, but it's fine. Also, I don't know why I opened this bag like this. Like I opened it, like I grabbed it and I opened it like this, and that made me realize that I was you know, damaging the baggies and sometimes even ripping them out, like ripping them, breaking them, whatever. And so lately, for the past couple of diamond paintings that have had these type of baggies, you know, the resealable baggies, I have done it a bit different. Instead of doing it like that, one way that I find it to be easier is that the bag, I just really press hard on both sides and I do this. So that makes the seal of, you know, the thing that makes them be stuck together, that kind of breaks it. And in my opinion, that's easier. Now, I think that in order to do that, your hands, they just need to be clean, preferably without, you know, any creams or sweaty or anything, because they're just gonna slip in the plastic of the bag, and then it's not gonna work, I imagine. I don't know. So yeah, so guys, this has been, I don't want to jinx myself, but you know, I thought this kitting up process was going to be like close to 2 hours. I believe the longest one that I've done is been Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, I think, and that one had a similar amount of colors. I think that one had 76, 74, something like that, and this has 78 colors. So yeah, hopefully this is not going to be that long. That video, how long was that video? I don't remember. I don't feel like looking, but I think it was like an hour and a half. So that is, as I said, the longest up to date, but I don't think, hopefully that won't be the 741. Yeah, that won't be the case for this one. And we're getting into baggie number 25, and so far my back is not killing me, which is great news and unheard of news. Also, I'm debating on what, I guess I already know my answer. So for example, there are some baggies that have multiple of, for example, this one, number 31, I think it has 3 baggies, and then number 32 also has 3 baggies, and number 34 has like 4 baggies or something. And you guys, you know, these are supposed to be 2 different DMC colors, but to my eyes, they look exactly the same. I don't know, I'm just gonna follow whatever the canvas tells me to do. I don't plan on exploring or expanding or any of that. I'm just gonna follow that. But for those baggies that have multiple of, I was debating on like pouring the rest on separate containers just to have all the baggies empty, but now that I rethink about it, I don't even know why I consider that, knowing that I don't like to do that. Whenever I have multiple baggies of one color and they are not going to fit all in one container, I just pour what fits, and once I start running low, I just change it. And I do that as well with my Elizabeth Ward type containers, even though I know they have like pretty big and chunky containers. For example, the bigger containers, if we go like through if we see the DAC, the Diamond Art Club, really big and chunky baggies, I think each of those fit probably 3. So 3 is kind of like my limit on those. But if it's for example 2 baggies of one color, and I see that one bag is going to fit in one size of container, but in order for me to dump all of the drills, like both bags, into a container, I would need a bigger container. Then I just stick with a smaller size container to fit one bag. And you know, I know that both bags are not going to fit in just one, but once I start running low, and not even running low, just maybe using some of those drills, and I kind of sense and can somewhat calculate, I just pour the second bag in. But for the other one, I only do that, like for the biggest one, I only do that when I'm absolutely running like low of a color, because sometimes when you have so many baggies of one color, because you know, it might be the color that you use the most, let's say 4 or 5 baggies or even more than that. You know how at least Diamond Art Club and some other companies always put an extra amount of drills into the colors, so you don't run out, or if there's trash, you can, you know, feel safe and that you're gonna have all the drills that you need. Well, imagine that a diamond painting has 15 baggies of one color because it's a color blocking background or whatever. Well, in that case, like if we go by that, out of those, like what's a 15 baggies, what's like 20% of 15 baggies? It's 3 bags. So if we go by that, there's a likelihood that out of those 15 baggies, there's 2 baggies that you're not gonna even need to open. So if I can have those baggies close instead of just having to pour them into my leftover drills in baggies and, you know, resealable baggies that are gonna overflow, then I just, plain and simple, I just prefer to have them separate in the, you know, hot sealed baggies and stuff. So that's what I do. Now with one of the colors of this side, it's 31. Now this is a drill that has 3 bags. So I think I might fit in the container probably 1 bag and a little bit of another one, but we'll see. Let me see, because these bags are really chunky, and usually with this, when they're really chunky, usually just 1 container it is. But let's see if I can fit another. No, like I could fit more in there, I know I could, but I'm not going to. Like it's already full to the brim, there's no need for me to stock more drills into it. Yeah, like look at that, it's pretty full. So out of that 31, I have another 2 baggies, which I'm not gonna use. I'm just gonna put them here to the side. And then it's 32. I'm gonna be using this one, 32, 797. This one has 3 baggies as well. Yeah, it has 3 baggies as well. And this is one of the colors that I had trouble yesterday, that the colors were like the flat part was stuck one to the other. And I think that I might have put, because I have 2 bags out of these colors, so I think that I used this and the remaining I put in here because this was chunkier. So I don't know. Oh, I can see already like a lot of trash in here, so this might be a very trash prone color. Let's see if it all fits here. I doubt it. I really do, but I'm gonna try. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. No, it's not gonna fit. Yeah, that's full. Like, look at all those leftovers, like from that baggie. Yeah, I shake it and not a sound comes out of there. So let me grab a tray to pour the rest of the drills into the baggie. Okay, so that's 32. Okay, oh gosh. I'm starting to get uncomfy. And I am not even halfway there. Okay, so we have 2 very chunky baggies of 797. Like, look at that. Look at that. Okay, now it's time for the 33. Okay, I'm almost done with the first sausage of drills. Sausage, is that rude? I don't know. I don't care really. Oh gosh, I'm starting to get also very hot in here. I'll try to get to number 40, then I'll probably go lay down in the bedroom for about 5 minutes and then I'll come back. And I, like right now, these past days that it's been really hot, I've been like diamond painting and doing everything in my other bedroom where we have like AC. We don't have AC in this bedroom. That's why it's terrible. But today my boyfriend is working from home and he needs the desk. So, you know, he was like, oh, you can do it here, and I'm just going to use like a very small corner on the desk to work. But I feel bad, like he's working, I'm playing, you know. This is my hobby. This is not my job or anything. And also whenever I like kit up or even diamond paint, I use a lot of space. So yeah, I was feeling really bad about it. Oh, is this gonna fit all in here? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, look at that, to the brim as well. And for this one, we have another 2 bags, but these are not as chunky as the other. Like, do you see this? Don't they all look the same? In my eyes, they do. But I'm not like an artist or any of that. And here we have some trash. Oh, it's nice that it got... Okay, let's close it. Ooh. Yeah, same story. I move it and not a sound comes out of there. Wait. 38 to 20. Am I missing a color? Oh my god, am I missing a color? 823, I don't have that. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Okay, so where is that? 37, 832. I remember that I used that color yesterday, so I definitely have it. Maybe I dropped it somewhere. So maybe this is my cue to take a break and look for that color, because I know that I have that color. And the bag of drills has been found. I knew it because I remember this symbol a lot from yesterday that I was working on this one. It was on the desk, but it got lost and stuff. I am not sure this is all going to fit in the container. I'm afraid of it. Oh, look, there's a round in there. There's a round of a completely different color, like a teal color, but okay. I have a remaining drill there from one of my other kits. So let's see. Oh yeah, it's not gonna fit. You know, and then there we have these baggies. Like, I'm not gonna, a little bit more fits there, but I'm not gonna force it. There's these baggies where yeah, you're just like, the baggie is so full and so chunky that it just needs to go back into the baggie, and that's fine. Whoa, great. That's a lot. That is a lot. Yeah. And usually, like, these baggies that are later gonna be coming to refill these containers, I don't keep them with me at all times. I just put them like in a specific place in my little cart that I use to diamond paint. But you know, those are colors that most likely you're gonna notice when you're running out of those. So it doesn't really interrupt my diamond painting, and when it does, which is almost never, I don't really mind. You know, it's not a pet peeve, is not nothing. What is starting to become a little bit of annoying is that this dryer sheet, the ends are starting to become like very thready. They feel like, you know, because of the manipulation, they start to become kind of loose, like these ends. So that's what I might need to replace soon. I have another one here that I cut a few pieces of from for the dryer sheet squares that I sometimes use, but I don't know, we'll see. So 39. Oh, I have this, and then I have another color, and then I am about to start with a second little sausage of drills. So right now, because of the flow that everything has been, you know, with me getting this up, I think that I am going to reach the hour. Just because of the amount of colors. You know, it should take me under a minute to kit up every single color for it to be under an hour, which is not going to happen. And then we add on top of that the putting the stickers on and me going, you know, all that. So of course, a part of the stickers is always sped up. Oh, I felt a very weird sensation when I tried whatever. Never mind me. Let me just grab this ones. I'll be back. Well, I'm here, but okay, so most of these baggies are like smaller. There are a few that are chunky, but so we're officially over the halfway point. And what I was saying, oh yeah, just because of that, I know that it's not gonna be a whole hour. Like I'm sorry, it's not gonna be under an hour, but I'm gonna guess that this video is going to be 1 hour and 12 minutes long. So if you're watching up until this point, let me know down below if I was close to that number or if I was not. And yeah, let's just see how it actually takes me, how long it actually takes me to kit this up. So yeah, right now I'll retire to my AirPods as I always do. I'm currently watching a K-drama. It's called Mr. Plankton. I've had an issue with K-dramas lately, not with the K-dramas themselves, but with me finding a K-drama that catches my attention enough that I want to keep watching. It hits different this time. So I remember when I started watching K-dramas, it was really different. I just watched everything, but right now it's a real struggle to keep myself entertained because everything's boring. Like I lose interest in things really quickly with shows, at least that are like fictional and stuff. Whenever it's like documentaries or like crime videos stuff, it's not that way. Oh, we have 4. Oh, okay, this is officially the color that has the most, and this has 4 bags. So I imagine only one is gonna fit in there. But yeah. Hola. Someone came to visit. Hello, baby. Oh, it's so weird to talk to her in Spanish. I'm sorry, in English. That's why I always talk to her in Spanish whenever she comes into my videos. And I'm talking about my cat, of course, because I don't know. It feels weird telling her cutesy names and talk to her how I typically do in English. Ooh, these are not gonna fit. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, they are. No, they're not. But yeah, I put my AirPods in. Well, I always say earbuds. Why? AirPods. I put my AirPods in. If anything comes up, I'm gonna just pop in here and there to make some commentary about the drills, about whatever it is that might come to my head. And yeah, in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep doing this. Oh, this is, look at that. Okay, this almost doesn't close, but oh my god. Okay, we need to take a break, clearly. Okay, now that that mess has been cleaned, I put the remaining here just so they're standing up and easier to access. Let's continue getting up. But now, as I said, I'm just gonna be watching my K-drama on the background and finish this. So, yeah. Oh God, now I'm tired. Now I'm tired. $45, $46. $36.08, $36.08, $36.08. Okay, so I'm gonna put them here. 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 70, 71, 72, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm finding a lot of drills from other paintings here. $50, $30. What if I try to pour them in without the dryer sheet? Maybe that might be quicker. Okay, just because there's no static, that's the only reason I'm doing it this way, because I just want to finish. I'm tired and I just want to diamond paint also. That's all I want really, to diamond paint. Okay, that is gonna have some static, so I am going to be putting one square in there. Now let's change to the other one. Oh, another drill. What was this one? This one. The one that created the mess. And this I'm gonna put like this instead of full in view. I don't know. Can you see? Yeah, you can. Oh, this has a static inside. For this one, I do want the dryer sheet. Just because I don't think everything's gonna fit in here. Oh yeah, I was right. It wasn't gonna fit. And the rest are gonna be just here. Okay, only 11 colors to go. Let's get a little bit closer. We only have 11 colors to go. Oh God. This was really kind of painless, you know? This has never happened, I think, with another painting before. Or maybe it has, but not in a long time. Okay, this has some static in there. And now there's only the specials left. Let me take them all out. And get you even closer. And I'll use a dryer sheet with this. Ah, come on, get out. Whoopsies. Now the only colors I have left, I was missing one container, but the only colors that I have left are the ABs. Fantastic. So that is how we approach the last color. Let's see how long did it took me. Now I'm starting to think that it might not have taken me over an hour, but I am most likely wrong. But yeah, I am excited to keep doing this diamond painting. I'm so happy, but I'll update you whenever I finish it as always. But yeah, this is going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for coming along the way, and I hope that I was able to keep you company. I hope that you keep on having a fantastic rest of your day, and as always say, don't forget to keep on diamond painting. Bye bye.